Shine. It's a small word, but it carries infinite power. Shine is what you were born to do. Shine is what you owe yourself every single day. And yet, so many of us dim our light. We settle, we conform. We let fear, doubt, and distractions dull our brilliance. But not today. Today is the day we reclaim that light. Today, you decide to shine so brightly that no one, not even your own self-doubt, can dim it. Think about the stars. They don't fight to be noticed. They just exist, burning fiercely. And we can't help but look up. That's the kind of shine I'm talking about. A light that radiates from within, one that doesn't ask for permission, one that refuses to be ignored. But here's the secret. To shine like that, you have to start where you are, with what you have. Right now. No excuses. No waiting for the perfect moment. Because that moment, it doesn't exist. The only moment you have is this one. Why do we hold back? Why do we dim our own light? Sometimes it's fear of failing, fear of judgment, fear of standing out. But let me tell you something. Living in the shadows of fear is the biggest risk you'll ever take. When you dim yourself to fit in, you don't avoid failure. You just fail quietly, unseen, and unfulfilled. You weren't made for quiet failures. You were made for bold moves, for loud victories, for unapologetic brilliance. Right now, think about that thing you've been holding back on. You know what I'm talking about. That dream you keep shelving for later. That goal that feels just a little too big, a little too risky. That's your light trying to break free. That's your shine waiting to burst through the cracks of doubt. And guess what? You don't need anyone's permission to go after it. The only person who can unlock that brilliance is you. And today, you're going to do just that. It starts with one small action. Just one. Think about it. Even the brightest fires start with a single spark. So what's your spark? Is it making that call you've been avoiding? Is it finally starting that project you've been dreaming about? Maybe it's simply showing up for yourself today. No excuses, no distractions. That first spark might feel insignificant, but it's everything. Because once you light it, momentum takes over. Suddenly, you're not just a spark, you're a wildfire. And yes, there will be people who don't understand your shine. There will be people who tell you to dim it, to tone it down, to fit in. But here's the truth. Their discomfort with your light has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. Don't shrink yourself to make others comfortable. Don't apologize for being bold, for being driven, for being seen. The world needs your light exactly as it is. Unfiltered, untamed, and unstoppable. Let's talk about failure, because shining doesn't mean you'll never stumble. In fact, you'll probably stumble more often than not. But here's the thing. Every stumble teaches you how to stand stronger. Every fall polishes your shine a little more. Failure isn't the opposite of success, it's a part of it. So, don't be afraid to fail. Be afraid of not trying. Be afraid of living a life so safe and small that you never get the chance to see how brightly you can shine. Now, I want you to close your eyes for a moment, unless you're driving, of course, and picture yourself shining at your fullest potential. What does it look like? What does it feel like? Imagine waking up every day with purpose, with clarity, with the fire of someone who knows their worth. That's not just a fantasy. That can be your reality, but only if you commit to it. Not tomorrow, not next week. Now, you might be thinking, but I don't have the resources, I don't have the time, I don't have the support. That's just your fear trying to negotiate its way into your future. The truth is, you have everything you need to take the next step. Maybe not the 10th step, or the 20th, but the next one, you've got this. And when you take that step, and then the next, and then the next, you'll start to see something incredible. Your light grows. It becomes brighter, stronger. And suddenly, the things you thought were impossible, they don't feel so impossible anymore. Here's the thing about shining. It's contagious. When you let your light shine, you give others permission to do the same. You inspire people without even trying. You become a beacon, a source of hope and motivation for others. That's the kind of impact you can have just by being unapologetically yourself. And isn't that what life is about? Not just existing, but making an impact, leaving a legacy, being a light in a world that so desperately needs it. If there's one thing you take away from this, let it be this. You are enough. Right now, as you are, you have what it takes to shine. The world doesn't need a perfect version of you. It doesn't need a polished, flawless, airbrushed you. It needs the real you, the messy, growing, determined you. The you that's willing to try, to stumble, to get back up, and to keep going no matter what. That's the light the world needs. That's the shine only you can bring. So, what are you waiting for? The time to shine isn't later, it's now. Take a deep breath, step into your power, and let your light burst forth. The world is waiting for you. And when you shine, you're not just transforming your own life, you're creating a ripple effect that will inspire countless others. That's the power of one person deciding to shine. If this message spoke to you, if it lit a fire in you, don't let it stop here. Spread it, be a light for someone else. And before you go, hit that like button, subscribe to this channel. Let's build a community of people who refuse to dim their light. Let's shine together. Thank you for watching. And remember, the world is waiting for your light. So go out there and shine.